Oh, it just popped up on my Instagram. We could. Oh, motherfucker, it's working.
Oh,
Look at us go. All right, now we'll actually start the podcast. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not. 61? Your podcast. Yep. So we're on 62. Okay. Okay, here we go. A little behind the scenes.
All my life been hustling and tonight is my appraisal. Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders. So I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest? In the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless, and if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Hey, look, ma, I made it.
Huh?
I got no sound.
Oh, boy. We already got technical difficulties?
Yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because I fucking unplugged that shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold it. Oh, boy. Yep, now I don't have sound. Now you should have sound.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, fuck. Quick little audible there. All right, here we are. Episode 62. Mainly Stupid. Garrett at Foulfly. Hugh at HughMac87.
Yeah.
And at Mainly Stupid on Instagram and on Twitter. Hey, why don't you go? There you go. I need to throat fuck this thing. All right. So here we are.
It is
July 8th, 7th? 7 7?
7/7/20.
7 7.
What a weekend.
How was the 4th? Patriotic as fuck?
Yes. Even had the cop show up.
At your place?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Really wasn't cool or anything, but the the SOS feature on your phone.
Yeah.
Well, my phone is in a cup holder of a camp chair, and
I don't know if I'm hearing you at all.
I'm not hearing myself.
Hey, it's because it's turned all the way down.
There we go.
There we got Hugh with us. There
all right,
we go.
I'm back.
Jesus Christ.
So I'll start over.
Fucking rookie.
July 4th, annual family July 4th party at my in-laws. I look down. I'm sitting in a chair. This is after all the cooking and stuff is done. I'm just kind of hanging out. And I notice I got a weird phone number coming up with my phone. It's 207, but it looked like one of those numbers that I had gotten like the extended car warranty thing on.
Yeah.
So I left it, and I bitch buttoned it, and then all of a sudden it pops up, contacting emergency contacts in 987. I'm like, what the fuck? So I cancel that, and it goes away, and then I get a voicemail from that number saying this is such and such at Sanford Community Dish or Sanford Dispatch. We received a 911 call from this number. Please call us back or dial 911 if it is an emergency. So I call them back and I'm like, yeah, I just got a call from this number. And they're like, yeah, do you live at 8 Fox Farm Hill Road, North Berwick? Which I don't, by the way, if you're listening. So I'm like, well, I do live there, but I'm not there right now. They're like, are you at? And then they say the address where I'm at. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I am. They're like, well, did you accidentally hit your SOS button on your phone? I'm like, I must have. Well, the cops are on their way. So next thing I know, there's two Sanford Cruiser or two Sanford cops rolling in together up the driveway. My boss brought up a good point today about it. He's like, when you walked up to the cops, were you by yourself? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you should have talked to the cop. Be like, look, this is all family behind me. What are the chances you could like just cuff me?
Just drag me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here.
So did that. Good time. Was there until fuck.
So you're the master of grill ceremonies.
I was. Did all right. Lost all the hair on the back of my hand.
I did that for Thursday or Friday night. I don't remember. My weekend was a absolute blur of like what. Like I know what I did Saturday. Like Saturday was the 4th, and I knew what was happening there. Anything before Saturday or anything that's happened since Saturday,
Just
I don't know what fucking day it was. I don't know what time it was. No fucking clue. I don't know when I make plans, who I'm making plans with. It's been interesting because like normally we're so bound up with family this time of year. Like normally this is when all my family's coming up and we've got, different crews coming in. So I have like a schedule. Well, we don't have that. So now it's like I can do whatever the fuck I want. So whatever. And so Thursday I went fishing with a buddy of mine.
Thursday you went fishing with me.
And then I went fishing with you after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then Friday I went fishing again. I don't remember with who. No offense to whoever the fuck I went fishing with. I went fishing on Friday. I don't know who the fuck I went out with.
Wasn't it your Steve?
Nope, Steve was Thursday before you. This is where I'm talking like I'm getting all fucked up.
Wasn't it your dad?
Maybe. I gotta go to pictures. Like that's the only way I can do this. Nope. Thursday night George caught a fish. Friday, the girls came over. The wife's friend came over and her boyfriend came over.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stayed around the house. We didn't fish Friday. That's what it was.
Okay.
But then Saturday, we went out fishing with a buddy of mine out of Wells, caught some good fish. He has been catching absolute fucking slobs ever since I stepped a foot on that boat. You're welcome, Apex Charters.
Oh, so we get the name now.
Yeah. So if anyone's looking to go out, Apex Charters out of Wells Harbor, he'll put you on some fish. He put me on some nice small ones to bring the bigger ones in. We had to go through and destroy the small ones.
Fly fishing?
I did a little fly fishing, then mostly either live or dead bait.
Yeah.
Ran out, got some max.
Nice.
So I'm hoping maybe late Thursday night I can get out and get some max if it's calm. If it's not calm, that's going to suck. Love to get out to 2KR and jig for some mackerel just like one night. And live bait on the way in and then just freeze it and use chunked up mackerel the rest of the year. But Sunday, so my parents timeout.
Saturday. We never got to Saturday yet.
Yeah, so that was Saturday morning was fishing. That was great. Got in about 45 minutes too late. I was supposed to go to another birthday party for a friend of ours' daughter's. Didn't make that. My wife made that, so that was good for her.
Mm-hmm.
I came home, showered, and then it was time to go out to my great aunt's house, do the family thing.
Yep.
She's hilarious. They're older, and she's like, I'm fucking done with this. She's,
you did your social distancing.
We did social distancing, families at tables, those that had been around each other at tables, and then face masks going up to the food table, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Until after we had already gotten our food, and my great aunt looks at me and goes, I'm not putting this thing back on. I was like, I mean, I'll wear it around you just because I don't want anything to possibly happen to you. Like, you're an awesome person. But if you don't want to wear yours, I'm not going to tell you to.
Yeah.
And then did a little fishing off of her property there. It was not great, but the kids ran through the fields, and then we took the girls up. They had a sleepover, and then we went down to a buddy of mine's house. And that's where the night got
Blurry.
completely stayed very much sober-ish.
Yeah.
Had beers
Yeah.
and Trulies, but just watched the shit show unfold in front of me.
Oh, that's always fun.
It was one of those you look at and you go, I didn't do that when I was your age, and I did a lot of stupid things, and that's real stupid. Have you ever heard of a game called Roman Candle Wiffle Ball?
No. But it sounds intriguing.
From the name, you should be able to pick up what happened.
Yeah.
So, Roman candles,
Mm-hmm.
hold in your hand, point in direction of whichever you would like. Super Hammered Kid says, I'll be the batter. I said, hey, you might want to throw on your sunglasses if you're going to be the batter.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of personal protective
Yeah.
equipment. You got sandals and flip-flop. You got flip-flops and shorts and a t-shirt on. Let's at least cover the eyes.
Yeah.
Everything else can pretty much be repaired 100%,
Mm-hmm.
but the eyeballs might be a good thing to watch out for. Nah.
No sunglasses.
Couldn't see well enough. It was a little dark. Took sunglasses off.
Okay.
Now, mind you, said person's wife is like, hey, I thought he was driving home. He's way too drunk to drive home. I was like, well, he's about to be a batter for fucking
Roman candle.
Roman Candle softball. So, yeah, I'd say he's too drunk. She's like, well, I guess I'm just going to order an Uber. And I was like, well, you might not have to. You might just be able to ride in the York ambulance Uber.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Laughed it off and walked away. I'm like,
No, he's about to light himself on fire.
yeah, no, he's about to get lit the fuck up. Like, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm not going to put a stop to the shenanigans. I'm not one to intervene in any shenanigans. As long as I'm safe, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
And so they proceeded on with Roman Candle softball. It was more like fastball.
Yeah.
And friend was neighbor friend who was
Yeah.
down here tonight was the pitcher and was trying to not aim at him and like aim away, just give the appearance of you're trying.
Yeah.
Batter did not like that, did not like getting pitched around, and tried to walk into one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did he charge the mound or anything?
Nope. But so they had a smorgasbord of Roman candles.
Hmm.
Ended up with some Roman candles that also had sparklers trailing.
Oh.
That's when apparently the wife, after I had commented and told her exactly what he was doing, that maybe this wasn't the greatest of ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and she lost it
Oh.
and then started to try and belittle everyone. And I'm like, hand up. I did try and tell you like this was a bad idea.
So she was belittling everybody else?
That was involved in Roman Candle softball, wiffle ball. And I was like, first of all, your husband's an idiot and he's shit faced. And
How old are these people?
also mid-20s,
Oh, come on, guys.
25 to 30s. But this is where
I'm all for fireworks.
this is where I come in being hand up, self-admitted, slightly reckless person in my younger years. And I'm standing there next to my wife going, can you believe I didn't do anything this fucking stupid? And she's like, yeah, I didn't really have to worry about like, you'll try to blow yourself up with like fire or whatever. And yeah, 100%. But I'm not about to shoot fucking fireworks at myself. Like that's just, fireworks are one thing that I just, Jason Pierre-Paul set the bar pretty high. I don't want to try and reach it. I don't even want to try and sniff it.
It sounded like NAM in North Berwick and Sanford on Saturday night.
Yeah.
It was but it seemed like because I think the curfew was 11 o'clock in that area. 11 o'clock came and it was like a ceasefire.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know what time we ended up going on till with the fireworks, but after everyone got chastised and
was that person asked to leave?
well, that person then ended up getting really drunk sad and then hid under the porch away from his wife. And then she had to be calmed down by a couple different people. And anyone I talk to, because I'm still in a good frame of mind. Like
I don't miss any of that shit.
Dude, it was hilarious.
I mean, I'm sure I would have thought it was funny. But
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
But that was the thing like Lee and I were talking about. I was like,
show some real maturity.
Yeah. I was like, you know how glad I am not to have you yelling at me right now? Not that I would have ever done what he was doing, but like I've done and probably still will do some stupid things in my life, but I'm not about to shoot fireworks at a buddy of mine. And I said to her, at least take some comfort in the fact that I guarantee you I would not be on the receiving end of the fireworks being shot. I'd be the shooter. So
I lit off a Roman candle once and it was purely a malfunction because I was holding it in the right direction. But I was wearing flip-flops and I'm holding it out and I lit it and then
the bottom blew out.
The bottom blew out and they started shooting directly at my feet.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Well, and then we had, which I didn't really think these people existed. I did see a TikTok of it before the 4th of July, but it was someone with bottle rockets.
Mm-hmm.
That was dead convinced that the sticks don't go anywhere on a bottle rocket. I'm like, no, you dumb fucks. The only reason the stick is there is to hold the rocket up out of the bottle. Hence the name fucking bottle rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then they launch with the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone at the party also didn't believe such a thing happened and held on to the stick. And then it went
yeah,
in their hand. I'm like, well, what did you expect was going to happen? Well, it should have flown off the stick. No, it takes the stick with it there, pal.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, really.
I've done some stupid shit while intoxicated.
Never with fireworks. Like,
I mean, I've walked over fire.
Fire is one thing to play with when you're drunk. Fire is a little slower than fireworks. Fireworks brings into explosions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, like, I mean, I lost all the hair on my right hand. And I knew I was going to do it. Like, I just knew it was going to happen. I was trying to light a fire. It had to have been on Thursday. Nope, it was on Friday night because it rained Friday morning because that's why I didn't go fishing with Cam when he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back on. I figured out my days. But we had a little campfire, cooked some s'mores for the girls while I was trying to get the fire lit. All wet wood. Bring on a little mixed gas, toss it on there. And
Vitamin G.
Then I had the torch, and I was like, I think I brought it up high enough, but I know there's still gas hanging. I was like, whatever, and I just put my hand down and took it back real quick, but not quick enough.
Yeah, I lost mine on the grill. It was some of the burgers were pretty greasy.
Yeah,
flipping them and flare up, and then the back of my hand was just black from singe from the hair. So somebody got a little hair dust on their burger, but it cooked off. No, 4th of July was fun. Sunday, got up around 8, went down to my parents, went and got coffee and donuts with my dad, brought him back, cut his hair. He likes to get his hair cut like once a week. Buzz cut Bickett. That's his.
I mean, makes it simple.
Yeah. And he was trying to talk me into shaving his mustache off, which I haven't seen my father without a mustache in 25 years.
I was going to say, I don't know Joel without one.
So, and I told my mom that, and she goes, no, leave it. So, I don't know. If he brings it up again, I'll do it. Why not? It'll grow back.
It will.
But, So did that, then just kind of hung out the rest of the day. I went shooting on the 4th of July. I think that's going to be like a new tradition for me.
I mean, let freedom ring.
Yeah, and I had the range until I left, like until I was leaving, to myself.
Yeah.
It was awesome, and shot my pistol, shot my AR, taught myself to shoot right-handed,
Oh,
just kind of messing around. So I'd load up 5 rounds, shoot supported left-handed or dominant hand,
yeah.
and then shoot 5 rounds supported non-dominant hand, shoot 5 rounds left-handed non-supported, so just one-handed, and then the same right-handed. Yeah, shot really well, and it was cool. Did that, and then got to barbecuing. Every year at Mandy's parents' house, we do and anybody that's listening to this, if next year, if you think about it, we do a flag, a respectful flag, or a retired flag burning ceremony.
Yeah.
So, like Fred, he'll get the flags from because he works at the Passport Center. He will get all the flags from the State Department in that area. He has Walmart, Lowe's, all those places. He like if their flags get replaced,
Tattered. Yeah.
they'll call him and he'll do it. And we do a flag burning. It sounds bad saying it, but it's the respectful. It's how they want you to do it.
Yeah.
Because they don't want them ended up drugged through a landfill or something like that.
Right.
So everybody kind of brings a flag, and they all have, like this year, anybody that brought one would say where it came from and stuff like that. And so it's kind of neat.
Wish you would let me know, because I got one hanging out front that needs to be retired.
Oh.
I had to come by the shop and get one.
Yeah.
I got a big shopping trip planned tomorrow, so maybe
Yeah.
I'll swing by.
We've got them.
Neighbor needs to pick up a nice little fishing setup, so
Yep.
I think we got to go down to the old post. And
I haven't been to the trading post in a while. I need to.
I'm nervous just because of what I saw. I went to Cabela's the other day,
Mm-hmm.
cleaned the fuck out
Fishing stuff.
fishing stuff. And so then also fishing with my buddy on Saturday, he's like, yeah, I just signed a new deal with I'm part of the pro staff now for St. Croix. Like I ordered all brand new St. Croix rods for my boat. They'll have my charter name on them. They'll have everything. It'll be good to go.
Yeah.
But the St. Croix dealer's like, yeah, I don't know when you'll get them.
Yeah.
And it's because there's so many people buying stuff to do like that. Like, I mean, Cabela's was wiped clean.
Yeah.
The other day when I went.
Like, I got to get stuff because I want to go just like bass fishing.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything. Like I have one rod, and it's my wife's, but I don't have, like, all my lures and stuff got cleaned out, and I have zero. I have like my fly fishing stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't know where any of my spin fishing stuff is, so I got to start fresh. But,
So I want to start fresh. I don't want to, because it's just so painful.
yeah,
But my saltwater spinning stuff is decimated.
Yeah.
And anything that was in the bottom of my saltwater box, I had a bottle of saltwater real lube, spilt all through it. So it's just all oil, gross shit.
yeah,
But I tell you what, man. So I'll give a tip to our listeners, because y'all are great. The white shad, paddle-tailed
yep. Swim shed.
swim shads. I forget who they're from. Storms. Those fucking things, dude.
I've caught more fish on those lures.
So I figured last Friday maybe It was either Friday or Thursday. No, it was Thursday because it was fixed by the time I went out with you. I fixed the idle on my boat.
Yeah.
And so next time we go out, which any night this week you want to go out, we'll go out. I got it down, so now I troll at 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It is perfect. It keeps it about 2 feet below the water, below the top. And over the past 3 trips out, I think we've caught 9 fish trolling. And so like where we go out and trade, where we go out in Kittery, like, you know, we're putting in the trait.
Yeah.
So you've got either a long troll out back channel, or you can zip out around the shipyard and fly. So normally what I'll do is I'll troll out back channel to get everything all set up, like whoever I'm with, like make sure everyone's set. And then once we get out there, we're good. And then also troll when I come back in, if I come around the shipyard, or just a short troll if I'm like set up, ready to go. Or, I want to get out and fish. But I think we caught.
Some night if the tide's right, we should go upriver towards like the high level.
Yeah.
And in that area, be like in between the high level and the middle bridge.
Yeah.
I've caught a lot of stripers in that area.
Well, so on what day was it? I think it was last Tuesday. It was the day I went up to Cabela's, put new electronics on the boat.
Yeah.
Got them all installed. Dude.
That's what you're saying.
It is, I mean, put on sonar, and it's a GPS, sonar, and clear view. So like the clear view, literally I can see lobster traps underneath. Like it's insane.
Is that like a camera?
No, it just shoots so many different frequencies down that it maps it. Like it like pictures it. It's not like sonar is like one frequency like heading down, coming back up. Clear view is like a ton of frequencies going like sort of like
down and out,
triangled out. Yeah. So it depends on how deep you are, how clear the picture is, how wide it is. But man, that clear view is, you can see a lobster trap and the line coming up. Like that's cool. How good it is. It's fucking awesome. And that's it, like trolling.
Yeah.
But it also has like a map section, and you can make your own charts if you troll. But yeah, so we got the trolling down. We did a Sunday night. We did a dinner cruise with the girls and hooked up to 2 fish there. Yesterday, I went out with my old man after work, and I think we caught 4 fish trolling, nothing fly fishing. I absolutely slapped the living shit out of my arm with a fly and stuck myself, which was it felt great.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded like a 22 when it hit my arm, because I was in the middle, like I was out there a ways, and I was like, man, should I just let that one fall down? I was like, nope, I'm gonna pick it back up, and I fucking picked it up, and I fucking yanked it as hard as I could, and my arm was sitting like perfect 90 degrees, and that fucking fly just came through and fucking hit my bicep elbow area.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. The head of the fly hit me, thank God. Yeah. Like if the head of the fly hadn't hit me and the hook caught me, it would have fucking ripped my arm to shreds.
Yeah.
But like the head hit my arm, and then the tip, like the hook just like stabbed me through my shirt, and I was able to get it out, thankfully. But
yeah,
it hurt.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm addicted. I'm already looking at boats. And the worst part is I'm starting to look at boats down in the Keys.
Yeah.
Because a nice little trip down to the Keys fishing in January or February, I think, is in order. And I think is going to happen. Especially because a buddy of mine just bought he bought a boat off of, I believe, his father-in-law. But it's a, 60-something foot sport fish.
Jesus.
Called the Yabba Dabba Doo. So we're going to go down and Scooby-Doo the fuck out of that thing and catch some fish.
So should we get into the news stories?
The news stories were fucking pretty electric. I mean,
And what I told Garrett was, I said, these are the stories that the world needs right now.
Florida is back in Maine.
Yeah.
If anyone was summering down or wintering down in Florida, they came back and they brought their fucking news with them.
So the first one he sent me was out of Aroostook, Maine. A Maine man is accused of trying to stab his relative during a fight about a cheeseburger. That's just got Maine written all over it.
You don't fuck up a cheeseburger.
No, you don't. The incident happened Friday night in Aroostook, which is near Bath. According to the Times record, 44-year-old Joshua Kaneko was fighting with a 23-year-old relative when he grabbed a wood chisel and tried to stab the other man. I want to know what they were on. Was it alcohol? Was it?
I mean, a wood chisel's a pretty diesel fucking weapon to wield.
So deputies say alcohol was involved. Police told the Times record the relative only suffered a scratch and a torn shirt.
He could not wield that chisel very well.
No. Kaneko was charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, and faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted.
Yeah. Whoops.
All over the Hamburglar. So there's that one. And then the following one, this one's where it gets a little risque,
Colorful.
I guess. The headline is Maine man in love triangle charged with attempted murder. Now, it's going to be
unusual weapon for this attempted murder.
The Saco Police Department says a man has been charged with attempted aggravated murder after a crash on Main Street Monday morning. Police say they received a report at 7:30 a.m. of a car striking a pedestrian at the intersection of Main Street and Storer Street. The vehicle left the scene, and the victim, who was able to walk home, was transported to Maine Medical Center. At 8:21 a.m., Bedford police located the vehicle involved on Bacon Street. What a road to live on. Police arrested the operator of the vehicle, 20-year-old Isaiah Dennison of Saco. Officers say Dennison and the victim were involved in a love triangle. Aw. Dennison was taken to York County Jail after failing to post $100,000 bail. His court date is September 25th. The incident is still under investigation. If you have any information, call this number.
7:30 a.m. is a little early to be getting involved with your love triangle partner.
So, yeah. And that's when I said these are the stories, the news stories that the world needs right now. Then, actually, on the fishing subject, an Andover man shatters 62-year-old state record reeling in 39-pound lake trout.
39-pound togue. That's a fucking
That's a
monster.
big fish. Eric Poland of Andover shows off 39.2-pound lake trout he caught while fishing Lower Richardson Lake in western Maine on July 2nd. This fish is massive.
Yeah.
It was probably like reeling in an old boot.
And then the other one I sent you, which is the most expensive home in Maine for sale.
Yeah. Where is that?
It's up in Bar Harbor, I believe. Yeah, it's in Bar Harbor. Now, I'll post a link to it on like our Twitter later tonight or something. But no pool.
No pool.
And if you look at the pictures, the motherfucker's set up on a fucking cliff. Like, you can't even get to the water. So you're just paying to see what you see out your window, and that's just bullshit. Like, if I'm paying, I think it's like $8 million.
Yeah.
If I'm paying $8 million for a house, I better be able to walk down to my boat, and I also better have my own goddamn pool.
And it's only a little over 3.5 acres. but it's
Yeah.
8,200 square feet.
Oh, it's a massive place. Don't get me wrong.
3-story living area. The living area has cathedral ceilings that go up 3 stories and a beautiful granite fireplace.
Oh, Jesus Christ. George is here.
Oh boy.
Oh, and Kathy. Oh, boy. We might get interrupted, but here we are.
So there's that.
I got all my fly tying stuff in today. I got my last piece I was missing.
Yeah.
I was missing thread. And I ordered it on Amazon. And I'm going back to the fucking thing I said. We're never going to see Amazon 2-day ever again.
No.
It took 9 days, I think, to get so I ordered everything, and then I realized I forgot one thing, and I was like, oh, I'm making an Amazon order anyways, like I'll just go ahead and toss it in the Amazon cart. And
See, I ordered a Nerf gun off of Amazon, and I had it in less than 24 hours.
dude, I don't get it. Like, I don't know what is deemed fucking essential, or if they're
Apparently
still
Nerf
doing that.
guns.
Like, it's
I think the essential thing was all bullshit anyways. I think that was just to cover their ass.
Well, I think a lot of people did call out, and a lot of people wanted to stay home
Yeah.
through the COVIDs, which, I mean, hey, if
Which
that's
we're
your,
still in the midst of.
if that's your prerogative, then go ahead. I don't know if we had any deaths today in Maine.
One.
One today?
Yeah, with
None
eight-
yesterday.
None yesterday. One today with 18 new cases.
Okay, we fucking tripled our testing. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done with it. COVID's dead to me.
COVID ruined 2020.
It's done a pretty good job. I think there's the NFL, the MLB, and the NHL are just gonna I think they're just gonna press forward. You see the Patriots came out and said no charge for parking this year. So they're planning to have fans.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like,
Yeah.
I think what everyone should just do now, and I think it's just the way it is, and it's just going to be one more fucking thing you sign off on, where it's just going to be, yep, don't give a fuck. Like, when you buy your ticket, you could catch COVID. Okay, fuck it. Here we go. Like, yeah,
A buddy of mine went to one of the local racetracks, Lee Speedway,
Mhm.
and they're screening people's temperatures when you go in.
Yeah.
And when you buy your ticket, you have to give your name and address. So if somebody there does test positive, they can trace it. Like, they can contact you and all this shit. I think it's just, unfortunately, as much as I hate this term, it's going to be the new normal.
I don't think it is. I think you're going to see people getting away from it, and I think you're going to see,
Just kind of
as it goes on more and more and more, I think you're just going to see people just being like, it's your choice. You don't have to come. You can come, but
Yeah.
you accept the risks.
Yeah.
And it's going to have to be a waiver that's signed, and whether you have to give your address or whatever, just in case, someone around you has it, maybe that's the case. But I think that at this point, coming up into the fall, there's no way they can keep kids out of school. I don't care what school district wants to do it and how they want to manage it, but you've got too many people now, because at the beginning of this, every business in the goddamn country shut down.
Yeah.
Now they're all coming back, whether you like it or not. Like, it is the way it is. And,
even the places where it's surging, they've shut down restaurants and stuff, but businesses that weren't allowed to be open before are remaining open.
Right.
So it is what it is. And, just, but moving on from that, what else is going on? It's, it's Tuesday.
It was Tuesday. I got Friday off, going up to the lake. Thursday, I actually have to go to work.
To work?
Yeah, it's terrible. Shouldn't make me do this, but I got a meeting I have to go to at noon, so Gonna go in for it. Get lunch out of it. So
You have
Fuck
to wear
it.
a mask.
only, yeah, if I go through security, I just wear a buff.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's a face covering.
It is. It might be paper thin and you can see through it, but you didn't specify,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. The worst part about the buff, and people that don't have beards don't have this problem, but once I get the buff on, I can't take it down.
Yeah.
If I take it down, it's got to come all the way back off.
Yeah.
Because once the buff's under this fucking thing,
Yeah.
there's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
And I've tried a couple times and I end up fucking with beard hair up my nose, and it's just an unpleasant experience for everybody. So
Yeah.
the buff either stays on and I take it off, or it goes down around the neck and it's never coming back up. Like it's just the way it's happening.
I've still been using a bandana when I go into places. I went into Hannaford's in North Berwick on Sunday and I had a mask, like a regular like surgical mask.
Yeah.
And I got in there and the strap broke. I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't have my bandana, so I had to like wind it around my ear to hold it. And so I got what I needed and got the hell out of there. But did that. It's really cool having my parents back
Yeah.
because now I can go down to get to go hang out with my parents, and my uncle's living with them, so it's cool being able to hang out with him and have Mandy hang out with him. It's just neat. He's looking forward to having some sort of sports back on, like baseball or something.
Yeah. I think something's gonna happen soon, and I mean they've all been dancing around it, and they have all
They're saying another 2 weeks for baseball. Because they're, pitchers and catchers have reported.
Yeah. I don't care about baseball.
I know you don't.
And I don't think anyone does. Like, it's just too long. It's too slow. It's too stupid. I want to see. Having the AFL back has been great.
Yeah.
Watching that, watching highlights, watching it's just so much better than watching baseball. If you have a choice between watching Aussie football or baseball, and you tell me you're going to take baseball, there's something wrong with you.
Well, I'm probably going to watch baseball over AFL. I'll be completely honest.
AFL being on the time that it's on it's a tough sell because it's on very early or very, very late. Oh, door just opened. That's fun. Ghost of Tom Chase.
So, I was just scrolling Twitter and the video of that girl at the gas pump.
Yeah. What a fucking buffoon.
Yeah.
She went around fucking 4 different times and always ended up on the wrong one. Oh, hey, there's George. Hey, you got bar oil? Okay. Yeah. You need a lesson? How long are you going to be here? About 10 minutes.
What do you have?
Pole chainsaw, electric. The John of Knights
Yep.
got it, and I used it here, and it's amazing. I tell you what, when we put in yesterday down at Trape,
Yep.
the little maintenance man at Trape was mowing the lawn. Had a Cobalt lawnmower.
Yep.
I understand, not your brand. It's a piece of shit, whatever. But it was battery powered.
Yep.
I didn't understand how fucking quiet those things were.
Yeah. They're impressive.
Like, you can't even hear the blades.
No.
You can't hear the grass screaming that you're killing it. Like, it's just, you don't hear a fucking thing.
They work super, super well.
It was impressive. I was very impressed with it.
Yep.
Like I could hear the guy swearing more than I could hear the lawnmower.
Yep. And they go over some gnarly shit.
My truck was louder. Like my truck idling was louder than the fucking lawnmower.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty fucking impressive. I still am not sold on fucking goddamn battery power. It doesn't save a fucking thing. Any of you fucking assholes out there that says battery power saves it, you can go fuck
The
yourselves.
biggest thing battery power does is it takes away the fuel and causes less issues in the long run as far as fuel spoiling.
I don't disagree that it takes away from the maintenance side of the fuel issues. But if you think it takes away anything from the carbon emissions and the CO2 that you claim, you're fucking out of your goddamn fucking minds. Unless you buy all your power from nuclear power, which we are a big proponent of here on the Manly Stupid Podcast.
I love nuclear power.
I mean,
I was raised on it.
you might have nuclear fuel that just sits around for 35 years, but that's because our government's too fucking stupid to re-enrich it. But I mean, I digress.
Mainly Stupid is not affiliated with any government agency,
No.
and our views are our own.
Our own and not those of our employers. I want to make that fucking clear.
Yeah.
I just, the battery powered stuff's nice. Some of it, there's no replacement for displacement.
This is completely going off subject,
Oh boy,
but
where are we headed now?
using that grill on Saturday,
Uh-huh.
just a Weber grill, works awesome.
Propane.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it got me thinking because my father-in-law wants to get a bigger grill,
Yeah.
and I brought up he should get one of those flat top grills.
Those suck
Why?
because there's nothing to cover the meat when you're cooking.
They make them with covers now.
It's not the same.
He's going to keep. So essentially what he's going to do is keep the smaller Weber grill,
Mm-hmm.
get a flat top as well. Just, I don't know. I think it's going to be great. We can do hibachi. We can do breakfast. We can do burgers, dogs.
No. You grill on a fucking grill.
You're a fun smasher.
Yeah. 1,000%.
But I'm going to do hibachi. It's going to be great.
You're going to wear the hat too?
I'm going to wear the hat, flip the eggs, set the onions on fire. I'm going to do the whole thing.
Sake!
Yeah. Get one of the
Little squirt bottle of sake.
sake. So that's where I'm at. That's what I've got. Did you know? You may have already read this, and we may have already talked about it. But the FBI has done 8.3 million background checks for firearm purchases since March.
The COVIDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're busy.
That is a lot of weapons.
About 8.3 million of them.
Yeah. You and I are one of them.
Yep.
But we would have bought them if it wasn't a pandemic. Anyways.
Yeah, I was buying mine regardless. It just happened to be that Mr. Donnie Trump decided to pay for mine. That was nice of him. So,
Yeah.
you can say what you say about the guy, but hey,
Another president's never bought me a gun.
no. A couple presidents tried to take them away. And just made us buy more.
And what? So I saw a tweet from Piers Morgan,
Yeah.
who's that
Hey,
liberal piece of shit.
twat.
Yeah.
Let's just let it be known he's from Britain.
Yeah.
He can stay in Britain and he can talk about Britain all he wants. Don't talk about me.
Yeah. He said the tweet was another horrible statistic from this pandemic. over 8.3 million guns have been sold in the United States.
Yeah, well.
Colt. So Colt, the company, the rifle company, they stopped producing rifles for civilians. Now I believe they've started producing rifles for civilians again because they went,
Oh,
we're losing a bunch of money.
yeah. We hey, I fucked up. Hand up. I fucked up.
So
I mean, I can't believe, like, there a company like that where your literal existence is built on
the Second Amendment.
the Second Amendment. Not only just the Second Amendment, but like arming those that.
Protect the country.
Yeah, I mean, a cult was a staple in any militant military
Yeah.
household, and to then turn around and be like, oh yeah, we know you all bought a ton of Colt 1911s, and that's what the bread and butter was made for our company to ever be successful, but we're just going to stop selling it to you. It's like, oh, all right, well, there's a lot of other American gun manufacturers out there that would gladly take our business, like SIG, like Smith & Wesson, like, and even non-American Beretta, Benelli, whoever you want to choose, H&K, like,
Yeah.
there's enough choices out there that you can kindly go fornicate yourself in the corner, and we'll support someone else.
And I think they're realizing that.
I mean, it'd be dumb not to.
There's another, the new indoor range opening up in Dover, White Birch Armory.
You know what I saw the other day on the Tiki Talkies?
What's that?
An indoor trap range.
I've heard of them down in Florida.
Jesus. Yeah, that probably got picked up on a mic somewhere. That's gonna
That
be.
was wet.
It smells.
That sounded sweaty.
It smells bad.
Does
too.
it? I mean, there was no hang time on that smell
No.
either because there was less than 5 seconds before you said it smelled bad.
Yeah, it's straight up into the nostrils. I got the window open here.
I'm wondering now that I've stopped smoking if my sense of smell will come back to some degree.
I wonder if the smell or taste came back for me big.
Yeah.
After I quit. We'll see.
For our listeners,
I was going to say, I don't even know if we've breached this subject because we have reached a year, full year of sobrieties.
No alcohol. And on that day, the anniversary of that, somewhere in my brain, I decided, fuck it, I'll quit smoking. And I got rid of my cigarettes. And I haven't had a cigarette in a week. And as I said before we started recording.
If you can't tell, he's a bit agitated.
Yeah. I would rather be tied to a chair with Nancy Pelosi reading me the Bill of Rights, which she knows nothing about. Drunk Nancy Pelosi rattling off the Second Amendment. But anyways, so that's going well, I guess. I'd rather quit drinking 10 times.
A little bit easier.
Yeah, way easier. Way easier. I could quit drinking in my sleep compared to not smoking.
Yeah.
I have not been a joy to be around at home.
It's just habit. I mean, that was the biggest thing for me is like so the thing I did when I quit smoking was I changed my drive to work.
Yeah. See, I haven't smoked in my truck in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
When I bought my new truck, I stopped smoking. So that hasn't bothered me. It's the first cigarette in the morning. It's the cigarette after you eat. It's the.
That's what I'm saying. You got to change up everything. Like you literally have to change the way that you operate every day, which is tough, and that's why a lot of people fall back into it. And
I haven't. But fuck, do I want to?
Yeah,
I did smoke a cigar on the 4th of July, but
that's
I don't
not
think
the
that
same.
counts.
That doesn't count. Cigars are like a mystical land of non-tobacco tobacco.
Yeah, and it's like you're better than other people when you smoke a cigar.
1,000%.
Other than that, I feel good. My doctor's happy, of course. I had a doctor's appointment that day too,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Are you still smoking?" I'm like,
Not
"No,
today, bitch.
I'm actually not." She goes, "When'd you quit?" I said, "This morning, about 8:15." So
Well,
my wife said it's nice because I don't smell like cigarettes all the time.
that's happy wife, happy life, pal.
Yeah. What about my happiness?
That does not matter. And if you thought it did, you shouldn't have gotten married.
Truer words have never been spoken, folks. Right there.
And my wife's gonna kill me. Good thing
Yeah.
she doesn't listen.
So is mine. I agreed with it.
And she does listen.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say some good news. There was a York Parks Department rescued a guy
Yeah.
that suffered some issues off of the Nubble Light diving yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out there's a guy that just died today. So, if
From
you're a
the-
scuba diver, maybe not try Nubble Lighthouse for a couple days. All right, people.
Oh, he died off the Nubble?
Yeah, there was a missing diver found today, dead. He was 67. He's from Nashua. Wonder if he fucking quarantined.
New Hampshire doesn't have to.
That's true. You
But
see
did he die of? Did he drown or was it COVID?
They became separated after surfacing. The friend swam to shore and not being able to locate, called for help. Lifeguards found Fabian on the northeast shore of Cape Niddick near Nubble Lighthouse. First responders tried to revive but were unsuccessful.
T's and P's.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But the Tuesday search was in the same area where a diver had to be rescued on Monday. Police said there was another incident involving a diver last week. Police
Maybe
said
let's give it a break.
currents have been strong in that area, and they have temporarily closed that area to diving because of the recent incidences. Well, I mean, for fuck's sakes. You're literally diving in tidal water on the coast of Maine. There's going to be current all the time. I don't understand why this is any different.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Maybe stick to fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of being underwater. No, I think that's all I got this week.
I think so. I think we're a solid. I don't know how long we are.
About an hour.
About there. I gotta go give lessons on a goddamn fucking electric chainsaw.
And I'm going to watch.
It's actually pretty sweet. I kind of love it.
They work well.
It really does. It hammers down some. I need to cut one, but it's over the road, and I think I might just park my truck in the road and throw on the hazards. I got the wiggy waggies, so.
Fun fact or life hack with electric chainsaws
Yeah, here we go.
is they're quiet. So if there's trees in certain areas that you're not that I condone this.
That may draw attention of someone else.
Correct. Saying without saying, you catch my drift.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right, buying what I'm selling.
I'm not worried about that so much. It's more a car coming under the tree that I want to cut because it's dead across the fucking road.
Yeah.
But I mean, it needs to be taken down. It's dead. So it's either going to come down by me or by a being bigger than me. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. And with that, folks,
I think we're done.
I think we're done here.
We're gonna end the live right now. So appreciate everyone